What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here on M.Kwan Reviews. I'm M.Kwan, and this is the brand new iPhone 10. Okay, so backtrack. 2 days ago, I got invited by the guys at Apple to check out the brand new iPhone 10, and just as I was about to leave, they gave me one to take home and play around with. Now, incidentally, if you want to check out the unboxing video and the first hands-on impression video, there should be a link down below, or even better, wait till the end of this video and then you can go and check that one out. Now, over the last 2 days, I've been using it as my main device. So in this video, what I want to do is give you 5 things that I love about the brand new iPhone 10, and also talk to you about some of the issues that I have experienced. Before we roll on the intro, number 1, if you're new here, hit subscribe, join us on M.Kwan Reviews so that you get notified whenever videos like this go live. And number 2, the audio quality in this video might be a little up and down. That's because I'm basically traveling at the moment, so trying to find any spot to record this. Right, let's roll on the intro and talk to you about the brand new iPhone 10. Alright guys, the first thing that I absolutely love about the brand new iPhone 10 is the hardware itself. The hardware on this device is absolutely stunning. Not only does it look and feel premium in the hand, but it's just every bit the iPhone. Now, I've owned an iPhone since the iPhone 4, I've owned most of the iPhones since then, and by far I think this is not only the best looking iPhone, but the best in your hand feeling iPhone. It's not as heavy as you would expect. In terms of size wise, it's smaller than the iPhone Plus models, but larger than the iPhone 8 or the iPhone 7. You actually get more screen in terms of screen size, although to be honest with you, it feels a bit like a minor trade-off. But in terms of hardware, it comes in 2 colors, a space gray, which is the one that I have here, and a silver. Now, you probably noticed a lot of other YouTubers had the silver version in their unboxing and first hands-on impression. I think the space gray is actually very different. It looks really nice as well, but something to note is the fact that, you know, this is a fingerprint magnet. Another thing to note is on the silver model, you've got bezels that are finished off that have this polished kind of finish, whereas on this, they're actually PVD coated. It just looks really cool. It looks like an all black, blacked out iPhone 10, and I'm a big fan of the hardware. The pet peeve that I have with that though is the fact that really it doesn't matter what color you go for, because this thing needs to be in a case. For 2 reasons. One, because it's the kind of phone that, you know, if it slips out of your hand, it's gonna smash. You know, the cost to repair a new model iPhone such as this are absolutely crazy. Number 2 is the OLED display. Again, hardware related, I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. The colors are vibrant. You know, viewing things on here, I've sent emails, I've watched videos. They look really, really nice. I think a lot of iPhone users are going to be very, very happy with this display. There is a marked difference, particularly with the True Tone software settings on the display on the OLED on the iPhone 10 as compared with the iPhone 8 Plus or the iPhone 8. There is, however, an issue, and it's less to do with the hardware and more to do with the software. Some of the software issues, and you know, I mean, you can be forgiven. I mean, this is basically not even out yet, so app developers will obviously update their apps in accordance with that. Feels like some of the OS that wraps around the screen perhaps doesn't feel intuitive, and I'll give you an example. So on the front, you can see there is an indicator and there's a battery indicator on that side over here. The battery percentage never shows. In order to find the battery percentage, and it's not in the settings, in order to find it or see what it is, you actually have to swipe down from the top. And that's the only way that you can see what the battery percentage is. Another thing is this will not tell you if it's AM or PM. I prefer to see AM or PM, but because it doesn't show that, I've actually reverted to 24-hour. Now, these are small niggly bits, but it kind of just feels a little unpolished. The third thing that I love about this device, the true depth camera. Now at the front over here, you'll see that there is a true depth module. Some people refer to it as the notch. In there is probably one of the most advanced cameras on the market. One, not only to take awesome front-facing selfies and use animojis. And the funny thing is, animojis are really crazy because they're really insignificant, But trust me, if you have kids, you're gonna entertain kids. The true depth camera will also be used for Face ID, and that's a new method of essentially unlocking your device. Now, again, this is one of the things that I've noticed. People have been giving mixed opinions about that. For me personally, it's worked a treat. So it's really easy to unlock, and this has worked even when I wear sunglasses, even when I wear, you know, normal glasses, contact lenses. I've had no issues whatsoever with any of them. So here goes. Opened. I'll show you that again. So look, it's closed, locked, opened, and that's with these Polaroid kind of sunglasses. It takes literally less than a minute to set up. You have to go through this tutorial in which you make small kind of circles with your face. And I've been told by Apple that this is something that continually learns. So if, you know, it actually gets better with time as opposed to right at the beginning. So here's the issue that I have with Face ID. Face ID works for me perfectly fine. The issue I have is the next step after that. I think it would have been nice if if you unlocked it, it would kind of open up the device automatically. I know why Apple haven't done that, but it feels sometimes like you've got to do two steps. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to change with future iOS updates, but for now, that is something that has required me getting used to. On the flip side, the plus value of that is the fact that if you get a notification come in, it comes in as a hidden notification. It shows and exposes the message once you look at your iPhone, and that is a really cool feature. Point number 4 is in the back. Again, wireless charging has come to the iPhone. Finally, it works really well. I've been using a IKEA thing to doubles up as a lamp as well to charge my iPhone 10. Really great for that purpose. The other thing is fast charging. Fast charging we've been asking for forever, and this is where I have a bit of an issue with Apple. But Apple didn't include that in the box. It would have been really cool if they included a plug which had an inbuilt fast charger, but no, you need to basically buy a bunch of peripherals to basically use fast charging on your iPhone. The final thing that I want to talk about is the camera. The camera on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to do a separate video on it because you've got now both cameras with optical image stabilization. That means you're going to get amazing video, including 4K video. And like I said, there's going to be a separate video where I focus on that, so make sure you're subscribed so you see when that video goes live. It's going to be essentially a filmed, edited, and uploaded completely from the iPhone 10, so you want to stay tuned for that. And that's it, guys. That is it for now. You know, 2 days in is still too short a period of time for me to give my final verdict, but I think the iPhone 10 is definitely going to be a popular device. There are, there are bloggers out there. There are people that mention things, for example, on the top notch. Certain elements of the device, for example, Face ID, and the fact that there is no home button. When you use this device, I think you'll realize that a lot of those comments are kind of overblown. I think they've done generally a good job with the iPhone. Is it the perfect phone? I don't think it is the perfect phone, but it sure as hell is one of the best iPhones Apple have come up with. Alright guys, that's it from me for now in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, remember to smash that like button down below and do hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.